Hiya, and welcome back to Homecoming Morenatsu Revisited. The game that teaches us that I just need Torihiko's energy right now. Also, I'm keeping my hair in a ponytail. It's supposed to be in a bun, but it's in a ponytail right now. Yeah. Anyways, let's just hop right in. So then I said, I'll call you sometime, okay? You certainly have a way with women, Kuya. You know it! All it takes is a wink to make their hearts melt. Indeed. Don't act you haven't had your share of girls either, Kyoji. Whatever happened between you and Sayu? Who saw you? My ex-girlfriend. Things didn't work out. It's for the best, I think. We both decided we needed time to see other people. That's too bad. You two were quite the power couple last year. Don't say that! We're just normal people like everyone else. Sure, Mr. Star Soccer Player. If anyone could bag the student council president, it's you. But where I'm sitting, I can clearly see Kyoji blushing. Well, it's just that... I'm just messing with you. I know what you mean about things not working out with someone. It happens to me all the time. I see you two have been busy while I was gone. You could say that. I've had more girlfriends than I can count at this point. How about you, Hiro? How's Osaka been treating you? Do you meet any hot girls there? I'm sure the dating pool is quite large. I bet you're dating some bombshell rabbit, aren't you? I knew it! Hiroyuki, you're such a dog. Hey, wait a sec! I'm a fox! And aren't you a dog too? I'm a husky. Get it right. Kuya takes a drink from his soda while giving me a sidelong glance. For the record, no, I'm not seeing anyone back in Osaka. In fact, I've never been on a date before. What? With a free hand, Kyoji uses his chopsticks to mess around with the leftovers on his plate. Well... We're gonna have to change that while you're here, aren't we? So, what are you into? Men. I bet you like cats, huh? There are a couple hot ones at our school in Kazunari. Maybe I'll try setting you up with one of them. She kinda owes me a favor. Oh crap, they've got me cornered here. How do I explain to them that I'm... Kuya? Give him some space. What? Can't you see you're making him uncomfortable? Oof. Saved by Kyoji at the last second. I respect your decision to stay single, Hiroyuki. Takes a lot of guts to do that in this day and age. Thanks. Sorry, Hiro. Don't worry about it, Kuya. It's not a big deal. Right. He glances at the front door. Jeez, I hope that didn't make him angry. Hey, Kuya. Can I ask you something? Sure. I haven't seen you around town much since summer started. What have you been up to? I have a job now. Oh? Where at? Is something wrong? You're not having money problems, are you? Whoa! I lean back in my chair. After slamming the table, Kuya sticks his face close to Kyoji. It's none of your business! Hey, calm down, it was just a... I don't have time for this. Thank you for breakfast, guys. Reaches into his pocket and places some money on the table. There's my share of the bill. Look over at Kyoji in shock. All he can do is stare out the window. Everyone else in the restaurant is looking at us now. What just happened? I shake my head to regain my senses. Kuya just snapped. Are we going to follow Kuya or talk to Kyoji? We're just gonna clone Kuya. We're gonna clone him! Well, I have a feeling someone's gonna be disappointed regardless. So I guess we're going after Kuya. Kyoji. I'm fine, hero. I should have known better than to ask Kuya that. I'm sorry. What for? This is your first week back. It's understandable for you to not know the situation everyone is in. I feel so bad about this. Don't. It's not your fault. Things were out of your control. He looks over at me and smiles. Right now, I think the last person Kuya wants to see is me. Maybe you'll cheer up if you talk to him? Are you sure? Please. It'll make me feel better knowing you at least tried. I'll handle the bill, don't worry. Okay. With Kyoji's approval, I stand up from the table and politely bow to him before running after Kuya. Kuya, wait up! He walks along the sidewalk, hands buried deep in his pockets. Hero? Take a moment to catch my breath, then start speaking again. Are you okay? I didn't expect you to do that back there. Sorry. I didn't expect to do that either. I guess it's a bit of a touchy subject. What do you mean? Man, why did all my friends decide they want to be nosy all of a sudden? Sorry. You don't have to answer if you don't want to. I'm just concerned. I know. I have to be better about this. I'll apologize to Kyoji later. I stare at him intently. I may not be saying it verbally, but I really want to know what's going on. Guess you're not letting me off the hook that easy, huh? Nope. I'll tell you later. Right now I've got some grocery shopping to do. Oh, did your mother give you a list of chores today? Yeah. Ha! I know what that feels like. My mom makes me do the grocery shopping too. Plus, now that I'm living with my grandparents for the summer, they're sending me to do errands all the time. You're still a kid at heart, aren't you? I smile at Kuya. I guess you can say that. He shakes his head side to side. What am I going to do with you? I've got some time today. Would you like me to help you out with shopping? What? Yeah, it'll be fun. I'll show you some of the things I learned back in Osaka. I can't say no to you. Alright, sure, why not? I could use a little company. My heart skips a beat when he winks at me. I wonder if he knows that doesn't just work on women. Great! With our destination in mind, the two of us begin walking together to the corner store. So the kind of stuff you're looking for is... The two of us return together to the corner store. Watch as Kuya wanders around and grabs unusual stuff. Things I wouldn't expect his mom to ever ask for. I'm not sure if family needs that many bags of chips. Step in to give him the pointers I said I would. It's challenging, but I think I managed to get through to him. After finishing, we waved goodbye to each other while heading in separate directions. With a backpack still on my shoulders, I continue my journey to the Ushima Inn. I take a deep breath. Hot air fills my lungs. I cough it out just as quickly as I inhaled it in. Why does it have to be so hot in Minasato? My mind wanders to the incredible air conditioning unit we have in our house in Osaka. Ooh, what I do to have some of that right now? With the backpack off my back enough so it's slightly shielding me from the evil sun's rays. That's not good enough! They're certain I'm going to melt! Quick, hero, there's gotta be something you can do. My gaze glances around the area. The clock is ticking. That's it! I can take the old shortcut through the alley. Haha, you're a genius, dude! God damn it, hero. Of course there's no shade down here either! I need to keep running. If I can just make it to the inn. My pace becomes a jog as I round the corner out from the alley and into the main street. I was made a grave error at the last second. Brace myself for impact. My eyes open slowly. Huh? I guess the afterlife looks a lot like Minasato. Mr. Nishimura! There are a couple car doors swing open nearby. Oh dear. Are you okay, sir? I'm so sorry. I wasn't paying enough attention. The cold sweat running down my back finally fades away. No, it's my fault for running out into the street like that. Finally hits me who I'm talking to. Sotaro? Hi, Mr. Nishimura. You're not hurt, are you? I should have a first aid kit in the car. Stand up and let out an embarrassed laugh. Don't worry, I'm fine. Just a little startled is all. Sorry I almost ran you over. Wait, you two know each other? The older lion woman looks at Sotaro with concern. Yeah, Mom, this is one of Mr. Takahara's close friends, Mr. Hiroyuki Nishimura. Met a couple days ago when they had that party at the Raimon. So this is Sotaro's mom, huh? Yeah, I can't say I'm surprised, actually. Please forgive me! I didn't mean to almost run you over! It's alright, Mrs. Tono. I'm the idiot for not watching where I was going. Stop blaming yourself. Walk up and try to rest my hand on her shoulder, but she stiffens up. I need to drive more carefully. She pulls back her hair and sighs in relief. Somehow I doubt there's even a way she can drive more carefully. Are you heading somewhere, Mr. Nishimura? Oh yeah, that's right. I'm on my way to Torihiko's house. Really? That's where we're heading too. Huh? Why? My mom sort of works there. No way, that's awesome. I don't remember the Ushimas hiring outside the family before. I wonder what made them change. Is there any way I can make this up to you? Yee, she's still hung up on this, huh? It's alright, you don't have to. Oh. Oh no. Suddenly hits me how hot it is outside. So hot. Yeah! Why don't we give you a ride to the inn, Mr. Nishimura? Sun's rays beat down on my face. If I don't get out of this soon, my fur might be set aflame. I just need to find some shade. We have air conditioning. So, where do I sit? Sotaro opens one of the back seat doors and jumps in, allowing me to have the front seat next to his mother. Just the immediate change. So, where do I sit? Not wanting to spend any more time in the heat than necessary, I accept his polite gesture. I needed that. I actually needed that. Relaxing drive. We exit the vehicle. Mrs. Tono wouldn't stop apologizing the whole way, so I ended up just tuning it out. It seemed to bother Sotaro a bit, though. The only thing he did was look out the window. After jumping out, he stretches his arms and yawns. I hope Yoshiro won't be mad at me for being late. Sorry. Whisper to myself so I don't start another apology chain coming from Sotaro's mom. The three of us walk along the dirt road leading to the front door of the inn. Somewhere within, we can vaguely hear the sounds of two people arguing. Stop worrying about it, Dad! Why are you making such a big deal out of this? Oh dear. There's a deep sigh coming from the other person in the argument before he starts speaking. Son, you don't understand what I'm trying to tell you. There's more to life than play. You need to start taking some adult responsibilities. You're almost 19. I think I know the two who are arguing. That means I've still got time to be a kid. Stop trying to force me to grow up, old man. We reach the front door to the inn right as the sound of another door deeper in the building slams shut. Tora stands near the door to the kitchen, holding his palm up to his forehead. Tora? What? I split from the other two and run up to Torihiko. I should probably check on Yoshiro. Mrs. Tono walks into the kitchen while Sotaro takes a seat on the nearby sofa. You okay? What was that all about? Bah, just my dad and I having our morning chat. What are you doing here? Are you dodging the question? I lightly jab him with my elbow. Everyone seems to be doing that lately. Don't worry about it, dude. We do this all the time. That doesn't sound very healthy. Hey, watch this. Huh? Torihiko carefully sneaks behind the sofa Sotaro is sitting on. Ooh-ah! He pops from behind and grabs Sotaro's shoulders while yelling. That's an adorable squeal. Oh wait, let me redo that. That's an adorable squeal. I didn't expect something like that from him. What's up, bro? It's not often you come to work with your mom. I know. You okay? You look a bit out of it. I'm fine. Sotaro seems to sink into the sofa further. I don't get it. Is he uncomfortable here? No soccer practice today? Nope. What about Kyoji? Isn't he doing something today? He's busy. Sotaro stares off at nothing. Hey, Hiro. Can you help me out here? I look down at the silent lion. Don't look at me, Tora. You know him better than I do. Hey, Sotaro. Wrap around the side of the sofa so I can sit down next to him. Hey. Turn myself so I'm facing him. Is everything alright? You look a bit upset right now. Set aside and starts talking. I don't know. Doesn't really feel like I belong here. That's ridiculous. How could... Tora! Shh! Torihiko pouts and starts cleaning up the lobby. What do you mean, Sotaro? Yeah, everyone's known each other for so long here. I feel like I'm an outsider. He has a slight smile on his face when he responds. Aw, come on. It's not that bad, is it? I mean, I've been gone 5 years. You just need to open up a bit. I do! It's just easier when Mr. Takahara is around. I see. I lean back and rest my head against the soft cushion of the sofa. Sounds to me he's only able to communicate with these guys when Kyoji's acting as a buffer. Kitchen door slides open behind us. I look over my shoulders to see who is entering the lobby. Torihiko? Yes, Mrs. Tono? Wow, that's surprisingly formal coming from Tora. Your father wants you to start cleaning the hot springs rooms. Aww, I hate doing that. Cleaning the pools is such a pain. He walks away and leans his back against a nearby wall. Sotaro? Sotaro stands up from the sofa. Yes, Mom? Sweetie, do you mind helping me out for the day? I don't have practice right now. Yeah, and Mr. Takahara is busy today. Looks like Kazuo and Takeshi are shopping for cleaning supplies right now. So we need some extra hands to help things keep running. Of course, Mom. I'll help out however I can. Great! The cleaning cart is right over there. Can you start working on some of the rooms? Yep. I stand up from the sofa. Brought a bag of stuff to show Tora today, but I think it can wait. I'll help too. Oh, I don't have anything specific for you to do, dear. I hope Dad appreciates all the free labor he's getting. You can help me out, Hiro. Torihiko knows what he's doing at least. Not so sure Sotaro will be okay on his own. I'll let the three of you figure out what you're gonna do. I need to help Yoshiro in the kitchen. Boys, if you have any questions, ask me first, okay? Okay, Mom. With that, she walks back into the kitchen. All right. Looks like we got work to do. Are you gonna handle it okay, Sotaro? It's just cleaning, right? That should be fine. Yeah, Hiro, you should help me out with the hot springs rooms. I want to spend time with Torihiko, but I'm a little worried about Sotaro. Who are we helping? Torihiko or Sotaro? We're gonna die! Death! Ignore the Cheeto? Which one? Oh shit, you're talking about Sotaro. Took me a minute. Yeah, we'll do you next, Sotaro. Probably. It's been several hours since we started. We finally reached the last of the hot springs rooms. Alright, Hiro, can you hand me the scrubbing brush? Oh yeah, that thing. Don't tell me you're already tired, man. I give him an annoyed sidelong glance. Sorry, bro. It's not like I was born into this job. Not like you were. I got it. I slowly walk over to Torihiko, who's leaning over the water, trying to get a better look at things. I'm tempted to shove him in, but reconsider when he speaks up. If you'd like, I can show you pointers on how to do this. Eh? I hand him the brush when he stands up to face me. Yeah, I already know how to do this stuff. It'd be nice to have some backup every now and then. Keeping these damn things clean is such a pain in the ass. What about your uncles? Are they still not back from shopping? They know better than to be around my dad when he's in a bad mood. What? Tor rubs his lips in embarrassment. They're probably hanging out in Kazanari to avoid having to come back. That can't be healthy for the work environment. He shrugs his arms before squatting back down to start scrubbing the pool. Neither is an overbearing father who demands everything live up to his impossible standards. He murmurs something under his breath. The words are lost behind the sounds of scratching bristles against the walls of the pool. Did you say something, Tora? I just said it'd be nice to jump into the water rather than clean it. Oh? I smile at him. What a silly tiger. Why don't you just do it then? Duh, the water's too hot. I'd rather swim in cold water. Just keep me in shape for the tournament. What do you mean? My coach says it's better to train in cold water than warm. That way your body is prepared for the temperature adjustment. Ah, that makes sense. I guess. You haven't told me a lot about the tournament yet. Scrubbing stops once again as Tor sits down next to the water. Come on, sit next to me, bro. Eh? He waves for me to come closer. This could be a trap. I carefully approach, making sure I'm not easy to knock off balance. You think I'm gonna trip you, hero? No! I just don't want to slip and fall on the hard floor, okay? Still on guard for any sudden moves, I take a seat next to Torihiko. That wasn't so bad, was it? I stick my tongue out at him. You totally would have done that when we were younger. Probably. He looks down at the water and sticks his hand into it. There's an expression I haven't seen before on his face as he starts swishing the water around. After you left, I decided I wanted to get into shape. You remember how I was, right? Images of a slightly chubby little tiger boy rushes through my memories. Yeah, well, swimming was what I chose. I used to be afraid of water, too. Hey, I was never afraid of water, bro. I just didn't like the way it feels under my fur. I was holding myself back. I'm actually a natural-born swimmer, according to my coach. Oh, that's cool. He used to be an Olympic-level swimmer. I think he almost won a medal or something. Really? Well, it makes it even more impressive that he's saying you're a natural. His laugh trails off at the end. His hand continues to sway around in the water. My dad doesn't like him, though. Says he's putting unrealistic ideas in my head. He gets quiet for a second, then starts talking again. Bah, that's my dad for you. Probably just wants me to focus on my schoolwork and learn how to take care of the inn. He can be so stubborn. Well, regardless of what your dad thinks, I don't believe it's healthy to neglect your hobbies. Torihiko, if you love swimming, you should keep doing it. He looks up at me with a surprised expression. Huh? I stand up and strike a heroic pose. Yeah! You need to live your life, too! Bansha! Hero, you're being weird again. I look down at him and smile. I mean it, bro! Have fun. Life isn't always about work, you know. Try telling that to my dad. I shake my head. I'm not saying you should stop working either. I'm saying you should find the right balance between the two. You're not living life to the fullest if you focus too much on one thing over the other. Thanks for the advice, dude. When did you become the voice of reason? I rub the back of my head in embarrassment. I'm glad you see it that way, too. Torihiko stands up and strikes a pose with me. You know what would be awesome? I yell back in response. No! What would be awesome? You should totally watch me win that swimming tournament. Bansha! Ha ha! You know I wouldn't miss it for the world, bro. Thanks, hero. Torihiko and I quickly finish up the last hot spring room. Once all the cleaning supplies are put away, we return together to the lobby. I stretch out while laying on the main sofa. Feels so good to be done with all that hard labor. Tor pops his head up from the floor and laughs at me. What? It's just another day of my life, dude. Now you know how it feels to be me. I move my foot from the comfortable position it's in so I can knock Tor's head with it. Shut up. Sotaro's been quiet for a while. I wonder if he's okay. Yo, Sotaro! He glances down at me from the sofa's armrest he's sitting on. You feeling alright? Yep, just watching the clock. No, don't be so boring. Suddenly hits me. Oh, I almost forgot. I jump from the sofa and run to the corner where I left my backpack. Brought a bunch of cool stuff from the city I wanted to show you guys. This should be good. I shoot Tor a mean glare. I packed this stuff because I thought it would be nice to show you. And to think I brought a special surprise for you too. Eh? You brought me something, hero? Mm-hmm. I'd love to check it out with you, but Mr. Takahara's thing is about to be over. I'm gonna head out. We're meeting up at the park for more soccer practice. Thank you for the fun afternoon. I'll see you later. Huh? Caught off guard by how quickly Sotaro brushed this off. I spent a lot of time packing this too. See you later then, Sotaro. Bye, Sotaro. He waves at us while walking out the front door. Well, now it's just the two of us. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. I don't know the words. Let me see that surprise you brought. I can't wait to see it. Sit down on the sofa once again and start rummaging through the bag. Where did I put it? Drat! Give Torihiko a nervous smile. It's in here, I swear. The door slides open behind us, interrupting my frantic search. Torihiko, do you have a moment? Sure, Mrs. Tono. What's up? Oh. Where did Sotaro go? He left to meet up with Kyoji at the park. I wish he would tell me these things before he does them. She seems momentarily distraught, then remembers she was in the middle of asking Torihiko something. Your father says it's time to do your cooking lessons. We're doing that right now? The lion lady nods her head sheepishly. It's best not to keep him waiting, dear. Tora's tail loses its vigor, dropping down to the floor with a thud. Sorry, hero. Can this wait for another time? I stop rustling through the bag. Huh? Dad and I are kinda not seeing eye to eye right now. I don't want to piss him off too badly, you know? Following suit, my own tail droops, plopping pathetically against the sofa. I know that surprise is in here somewhere. Damn! Yeah! I totally understand. Honestly, I'm the same way with my dad. I look back at him and smile. Thanks, hero. He gets up from the floor and runs towards the kitchen with Mrs. Tono. Sorry about this, we'll talk tomorrow again. We'll talk again tomorrow, okay? You got it, man. And just like that, I'm left alone. I zip up my backpack and hang it over my shoulders once more. Well, since everyone's busy, there's no reason for me to sit around here. Take one last moment to appreciate the air conditioning before heading back out into the Minasato heat. Now that it's later in the afternoon, there are a lot more villagers wandering the streets. The road that was relatively quiet on my way to the Yushima Inn is now filled with people going about their business. It's good to see that, despite the shrinking population, Minasato still has a strong local economy. Oh! I just wish the temperature was more reasonable. Before the heat melts me into a puddle, I find a small shady awning to hide under while I plan my next destination. I could try heading to the park. There's usually a decent place to rest with lots of shady trees. Or I looked on the road I haven't explored yet, if I remember right. The old candy store should be there still. I pat the bag on my back. yeah. I may not have been able to share the cool things about with Tora, but at least there's enough room for candy! The candy store. Or the park. Candy! Just do the whole aggressive candy! The road I chose winds alongside the river before wrapping back in towards town. Just like in my memories, a familiar building gets clearer as I approach. Whoa, the old place is still here. What a blast from the past. I'm overwhelmed by the feeling of nostalgia at the sight. Me and the guys used to practically live here when we were kids. I remember this one time, Tora Konosuke and I bought a mountain of cheap candies with our allowance. Spent the whole day at Konosuke's house just eating them and watching television until our stomachs ached. Wonder what it looks like inside now. Now I have a huge childish grin on my face and start running for the front door. Man, I'd always try to resist coming here on the way home from school. And I'd fail every single time. Never my teacher, Mr. Akagane, found out, he'd call my parents. Yep, those were the days. I push the door open and walk inside. Hey, I know those two! It's Tatsuki and Shin. Huh, weird combination. I don't usually see those two together often. I don't know what's going on. I'm too far away to hear what they're saying, but it doesn't look like it's working out too well. So, you come here often? That's a pickup line, you dork. Yeah, you're right! Sorry. Oh, did I mention I saw Mr. Amaki the other day? And? That's it. Yeah, I saw Mr. Amaki. Did he do something wrong? Well, no. I just said hi to him. Where's sake when I need it? These two don't communicate well, do they? Might need to step in. Hey guys! Try to greet them as cheerfully as I can. Well, look who it is! How's it going, hero? The look of relief on Tatsuki's face tells me I might have helped him out of a tight spot. Hello. Good afternoon! It's strange running into you guys at a place like this. Hey, I like candy as much as the next dragon. I've been known to come here every now and then. Huh, is that so? Suppose I can understand Tatsuki having a sweet tooth, but Shin? It's so weird, isn't it? Why's that? Am I not allowed to buy candy or something? Sorry, I didn't mean it that way. Be surprised all you want. Even I like cheap candies. I said I'm sorry! Ugh. I don't know. Does this even qualify as a conversation? What should we do? Are we talking to Tatsuki or Shin? Bro knows the joys of eating cake. Especially Konosuke's cake. Wait, what? So, you still like coming here, eh, Tatsuki? Sure do! It reminds me of when we were kids. I get that. Sometimes I have a weird craving for these old-style candies. It's why I'm here, actually. Same! It's a simple taste after all. Yeah, it's just so good! I mean, it's not good for you, but I still missed it all the same. Must be the Japanese in you. Probably. My love for sweets is probably carved into my DNA. Bah! You're Japanese too, Shin. You've lived here most of your life. Eh? Thank you very much. That's right, I forgot. This one, please. Shin? Thank you, come again. See you later, Hiroyuki. You too, Tatsuki. Bye, Shin. See you, Shin. Jeez, he just bought something and ran. I guess he doesn't like it when that topic comes up. Feel bad as I watch Shin leave the store. Never thought of Shin as a foreigner when we were kids. Hey, Tatsuki. Yeah? Shin fits in with the rest of us, doesn't he? Well, once you get past the fact he has a European face and those piercing eyes, I'd say, yeah, he fits right in. Huh. Never thought of it that way. It's weird how growing up together kind of makes you blind to these things. Then there's his asthma. Oh yeah. Memories of a little black cat coughing half to death in the back of the classroom passes through my mind. Poor kid stood out in more ways than one, huh? Guess I can understand why he'd be so sensitive about people pointing it out. I wish I could actually talk to him. He shuts down around me every time. I'm sure he'd have an easier time if I'd just had a bottle of sake or two. You two don't get along anymore? It's not that. I just can't carry on a conversation with him. I wish he'd give me a little more to work with. Thinking about it, they don't really have much in common. Tatsuki is incredibly extroverted, whereas Shin... Man, never mind. There's no use dwelling on it. Since you're here, want to buy something? I'll trade you. Huh? Is that okay? Sure, pick out whatever you want. Yay! Oh, Tatsuki. You don't know what you've gotten yourself into. In that case, I'll take this, and this, and this. What? Hey now, don't spoil your dinner. It's fine! Sweet stuff goes into a different stomach for foxes. You're such a liar. That's totally something Konosuke would say. I smile as I add more things to a handbasket for Tatsuki to pay for. Thanks, Tatsuki! My wallet lives to breathe another day! We are abusing Tatsuki's... We are absolutely abusing Tatsuki's kindness. August 4th. Sorry, I'm in a good mood now. Jolted awake by the sound of earthquakes and thunderstorms. I don't want to die! Looking around me, I see everything exactly the way I left it. Just a nightmare. I flop back onto my bed. It's weird. I used to live in this town. Lately, I've been having a hard time sleeping. Perhaps it's the stress of everything? It isn't very often I sleep somewhere that isn't my bed and no sofa. Sound reverberates throughout the room once again. What the hell? Stand up to investigate the source. Aha! Tapping against my window, there's a huge cicada that's trying to get inside. Those things scare the crap out of me, but right now I'm pretty pissed. Quickly open the window and swat it away. Get out of here! Hi-ya! It flies away as if nothing happened. Booyah! I strike a victory pose. In your face, nature! You may try, but killing Nishimura the Magnificent is gonna take more work than that! With a smile on my face, I return to bed. It's no use. The damage is done. I can't go back to sleep after that. Ah! I carefully slip into the hall, trying not to make too much noise. Just gonna head for the bathroom and... Well, well. Look who decided to join us this morning. Hiroyuki, is that you? With a face flushed red, I walk into the living room to greet my grandparents. Good morning, Grandpa and Grandpa. Grandma and Grandpa. What has you up this early? I figured all the excitement would tire you out. It's 5:30, dear. I'm just about to start cooking breakfast. I couldn't sleep. A cicada ran into my window and woke me up. I see. Well, I remember when I was your age. Grandpa scratches under a scraggly beard. There were so many girls wanting me, I hardly had time for myself, let alone sleep. Grandma shoots him a death glare. I just shrug my shoulders. Regardless, it's rare for a kid your age to be up this early. Leave the boy alone. I'm pretty sure Hiroyuki has plenty on his mind. Grandma gets up from her seat and walks into the kitchen. Do you need any help? No. I have everything I need already prepared. Oh. I lean against the wall. Can't sleep, but I don't want to sit around bored until food's ready. You should take a walk, Hiroyuki. Grandpa winks at me. Nothing wrong with a little exercise, you hear? I roll my eyes. You just want me out of the house, don't you? Yeah, how disrespectful! I'm taken aback by his response. Sorry! You're right, I guess it's better than sitting around doing nothing. That's what I thought I heard. He sinks back down into his chair with a satisfied smile on his face. Like father, like son. Whatever, I could use the time to think. After visiting the bathroom, I return to my bedroom and get dressed for my early morning walk. The sun is barely rising, leaving everything I see framed by a gentle light. Traveling along these old country roads from my childhood, I feel something in the pit of my stomach. Is it nostalgia? I mean, I guess it could be. It hardly seems right to describe this one, though, since I've been feeling nostalgia my whole time here. No. Perhaps it's regret? Seeing how everything's changed while I've been gone. how life seems to move on whether or not you're there to see it. Oh, finally understand. Usually someone would say the realization hits them like a truck, but for me, it's just there. A low, mournful pang of desire that I've tried to ignore for so long. I thought I'd be able to get over it now that I'm back in Minasato, but even now I can see that it was just a fairy tale. No. This feeling I have, I guess I'd call it loneliness. Breathe out a long sigh while kicking a rock along the road with me. At least the temperature is cooler this morning than it's been during the last few days. In fact, I'm pretty sure I'm catching a slight breeze right now. If it wasn't for this feeling, it'd probably be quite nice. I turned down a road I rarely went down as a kid. I never really knew anyone who lived over here, so I tended to avoid it. Still, I didn't realize how many people still live here. Off in the distance, I see someone running in this direction. Seem to be throwing things at doors as they run by. I have no idea what they're doing. It's too early for most people to be awake, so if they're dangerous, there won't be many people around to help me. Should we hide or continue walking? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Konosuke. Konosuke seems like the type to throw things at people's doors. You mean to say that when you don't wake up early, you don't have an existential crisis? Wow. Yeah, let's say hi to him. I shake my head. Nah, this is Minasato. The most dangerous thing we have here is that river. I'll just keep walking casually. Running footsteps get louder. As a person approaches, I'm finally able to get a good look at them. Huh? Kyoji? Hiro, what are you doing out here? I look off to the side with a slight smile. Glad to see you're not a serial killer. I guess I'm taking a walk. This early? I look back at him and try to be more genuine with my expression. I couldn't sleep. I see. Seems a bit nervous. I wonder why. Now, how are you? It's pretty early, like you said. He glances side to side, seeming to consider his next words carefully. Well, no sense in hiding it anymore. I took a job at the beginning of summer running the town's newspaper route. Oh, so those things you're throwing are newspapers. He nods in affirmation. That's pretty weird, dude. My grandparents just got finished pointing out how rare it is for someone our age to be up at this time. Yet it seems you got up even earlier than me. Is that so? Yeah, you and I should be sleeping in. It's summer vacation after all. He stares at me for a moment, then... I suppose that's true. You said you weren't able to sleep? Yeah. I can sympathize. I haven't slept well in years. I see. This job helps keep me occupied. Plus, when I run, it helps keep me in shape. Sounds like you have this whole insomnia thing figured out. He merely shrugs his shoulders in response. You mind if I follow you? I could use something like this to occupy my morning, too. Are you sure you know what you're getting into, Hiroyuki? I usually run this route. Are you going to be able to keep up? He says that with a wink. Or at least, what I believe is a wink. I can never tell with Kyoji's eyes. Is that a challenge? Put my fist out in front of me. Bring it on, Kyoji! This is perfect running temperature. Indeed. He has a big smile on his face. Can't help but smile back. Yeah. And before I have a chance to react, he's already off running down the road. He went up! I need to stop. I nearly collapsed to the ground after running with Kyoji. It's never good to come to a complete stop, Hiro. Monitor your breathing and walk slowly. How the hell do you athletes do this? It's all experience. You get used to it. Here, take my hand. Kyoji reaches out to me, probably expecting me to grab on. Control your ego, Hiroyuki. Huh. There you go, back on your feet. Thanks. I'm proud of you for sticking with me. I know it burns right now, but come tomorrow, you're gonna feel like a new man. If you say so. It's never a bad thing to exercise. I find it keeps me fresh and focused. Kyoji talking about exercise only brings my attention to how much I let myself go over the years. Come on, I have just one last paper to deliver. I follow behind Kyoji a bit more, taking his advice. I slowly breathe in and out, trying to stay in control. Don't ever do it or you'll hyperventilate. Yeah! Why does everything have to be so complicated? Kyoji laughs out loud while throwing a newspaper at a familiar door. Wait a sec. That's right. I saved the last newspaper for your grandparents. Stands there looking proud with his hands on his hips. Congratulations, hero. You made it through half my paper route and lived to tell the tale. If I wasn't so dead on my feet, I'd punch you in the shoulder. He claps his hands together and smiles. Really, though. Thanks for keeping me company this morning. This is the first time I've ever had someone join me on my run. His voice shows true sincerity. Don't mention it. With my breath finally in check, I rub behind my head in embarrassment. I should head back. I'm sure Mr. Aichi is waiting for my return. Mr. Aichi? He's my boss. If you'd like, I can introduce you to him sometime. I don't know why, but the name Aichi sounds very familiar to me. I'm sure that'd be fun. I can't imagine meeting someone that would be particularly exciting, but who knows. Thanks again, hero. I'll see you soon. Bye, Kyoji. He slowly walks up the road heading towards town. Huh. There's something in the way he's walking. He's gay! Something that makes him seem almost lonely. Oh. He's not gay. I'm home. Place the newspaper I picked up outside on the nearby table. Hear my grandmother call her from the kitchen. Just in time, dear. Breakfast is ready. A thick, warm aroma fills the house. Great, I'm starving. I finished up the last of my rice before working on the fish. You always make the best breakfast, Grandma. That's why I married her. Once again, Grandma stares at Grandpa with venom in her eyes. Thank you, dear. She carefully plucks a bit of rice with her chopsticks. How's your mother doing? Does she still use my recipes? Be careful, boy. You'll feed her ego too much. Yeah, she's doing fine. With Dad's job at the investment firm, she's able to take it easier than before. When I was a kid, it was pretty rare to see both my parents at the same time. They had opposing schedules. Dad used to work with this small company in Kazanari before they got swallowed up by a bigger one in Osaka. Mom worked at one of the supermarkets there too. She was close to becoming a manager before we had to move. She's been working at a clothing store. I point at my shirt. That's where I got this bad boy. Let my tail gently swish around behind me. Always loved this shirt. How about your father? Grandpa sits proudly with a grin. I'm sure my son's doing well too. Yeah. He's trying his best, but work has been stressing him out lately. We haven't seen him that much this year since they keep making him work longer hours. I'm so proud of him! He brings honor to the Nishimura name! Grandpa slowly sips from his cup of tea. Grandma, on the other hand, looks somewhat concerned. Is that it, dear? I nod. I love my father, but he hasn't been the same since we moved. I'm not going to tell his parents that, though. She continues to stare at me. Oh! And then something hits her out of nowhere. I almost forgot. Silly me. Your friend Shun Kodori called earlier wanting to know if you were available. Really? That's weird for him to call this early. I told him you were on a walk and would call him back. Ah! The myriad of reasons why Shun would call cross through my mind. It all settles on one thing. Video games. Yeah. I bet he wants to play video games all day with me. Thanks for telling me. Now I'll give him a call when I get the chance. I consider my options while finishing up breakfast. I lay down in my room staring at the ceiling. Feels so good to rest after that walk. I snap myself awake. Wake up, dummy! The day's just begun and I'm already falling asleep. Bah, curse that stupid cicada! I can't deny how comfy the bed feels right now, though. I haven't called Shun yet, either. I bet he only wants to play video games so he can show how much better he is at them. Can't say I'm too excited to get my ass handed to me. I could always just say Grandma forgot to tell me. You know how old people are. Then I could stay here a little longer and get some actual rest. But... this is Shun we're talking about. He's been really excited to play video games again with me. It's kind of rude to blow him off like this. What should we do? Should we give him a phone call or take a nap? tiny creature! Yes! I shake my head and force myself to my feet. Ugh. My legs are already sore and I haven't even been here a week yet. Torihiko thinks my arms are noodles. I'd hate to hear what he thinks of the rest of me. Speaking of noodles, I should call Shun back now. Ah! Despite my sigh, I can't help but smile as I slowly leave my room. As I head into the hall, my grandmother smiles at me from the living room. I turn her smile, swishing my tail as I walk to the phone. Lifting the receiver, I suddenly realize that I don't remember Shun's number. An embarrassed blush stains my cheeks. Grandma, do you still have the phone number for the Kodori residence? What was that, dear? I can't hear you too well. Replace the receiver and walk closer to her so I don't have to yell. I want to return Shun's call, but I don't remember his phone number. You used to have a list of all the phone numbers in Minasato lying around somewhere, didn't you? Oh, that's right. She points a finger down the hall. I think we left it in the drawer underneath the phone. Okay, thanks, Grandma. I bow before returning to the hall. This little booklet looks promising. Here we go. This should be Shun's number. I place the booklet on the table and pick up the phone. My fingers carefully input the Kodori family's phone number. Can't help but be curious as to what Shun wanted when he called. I shrug and finish dialing the numbers.
Yeah, shh. Kodori residence, this is Shun.
I smile as I hear my friend's excited voice. Hey Shun, I hope I'm not interrupting anything. Here's breath hitch, and what sounds like I'm fumbling with the phone. Probably trying to cup the receiver with a free hand.
No, not at all. Actually, I called earlier hoping you could join.
I can practically hear the giddiness in his voice over the phone. Am I really that popular right now? Last I checked, I was only mildly attractive. You're just inviting me over to try and kick my butt at Street Combat 2 Turbo, are you? Your soft snicker, which brings a grin to my face.
No. Unless you want me to.
My grin widens. I can hear the competitive streak in his voice.
Actually, a few of the guys are here. We have all kinds of snacks and soda, too.
I don't want to assume that this was rushed together just for me, but Shun seems just a little too enthusiastic here. Perhaps I should poke him a little more. I don't know, Shun. I'm a little tired today for some reason. I can hear his groan before he even makes a sound.
Ugh, you're gonna make me beg, aren't you, hero? Fine, then.
My resilience gives out as his pitch rises, and I can't find the wide, toothy grin that spreads across my face. Alright, but if you try and pull out that ancient console, I expect to have left side screen privileges.
I promise not to use those stretchy arms either.
I can't help but laugh. Okay, I'll head over now. See you soon, Shun.
See ya, hero. Ah, no, not that one!
I chuckle as Shun hangs up the phone in a hurry before replacing the receiver. Placing the phone book back, I close the drawer and walk to the living room. How did it go, dear? My grandparents look up at me, ears twitching. It was good. Shun wanted to know if I could hang out with him today. I'm going to head over there now. A smile comes to Grandma's face and she nods. Oh, that's splendid timing. Your grandfather and I will be going into Kazanari today. We were worried you might have had nothing to do. I smile back at them and shake my head. I'm sure Shun has a big day of fun planned for me. He said something about some of our friends being there too. We'll have fun. But don't get into trouble. I grin and give them a playful salute. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. I turn on my heel and march towards the door. The sound of my grandparents' laughs behind me. Stepping into my shoes, I look back over my shoulder. I'm leaving. Don't you think you should probably shower first, dear? Stop in my tracks, giving another embarrassed blush before kicking off my shoes once again. Grandma's right, though. In my excitement, I didn't take into account my presentation. I suppose that wouldn't hurt. As I walk towards the bathroom, my grandparents fail to hold back snickers. I smile as I wash myself, massaging the shampoo into my fur. It's probably for the best. I need to turn up all stinky after having taken a morning run. As I continue to shower, I hum softly to myself, trying to imagine what Shun has planned for me. Should be interesting. I totally forgot how intimidating Shun's house is. It's one thing to have traditional Japanese architecture, but those stone arches leading to the door? Not to mention the perfect, almost militaristic trim to the bushes. They really make a statement. Take a second to run a hand through my bangs and smooth down my bushy hair before reaching for the doorbell. Oh shit, that's a bot! Bot is now dead. I anxiously bounce up and down on my feet. As I begin to wonder if anyone heard the doorbell, I can make out what sounds like the thumping of running feet. Huh? Oof!
Hero, what took you so long?
I nearly topple over backwards as Shun launches himself into me, flinging his arms around my neck. I have to wrap my arms tightly around his middle in order to stop us both from falling. I needed a quick shower. Oh, your glasses! Shun releases his grip to readjust his skewed glasses, an annoyed look on his face.
I should really get contacts, but I hate having to touch my eyes.
Little Wolf shakes his head before smiling at me.
Never mind that, come on in.
I'm about to take him up on his invitation when his cheeks suddenly go red.
By the way, your shampoo, it smells nice.
I stop, blinking at him in surprise. Oh, wait a minute, did you just purposefully smell me?
Oh, I'm so excited for this! I mean, for you.
I chuckle softly as I kick off my shoes before following Shun down the dimly lit hallway. Memories resurface as I notice ukiyo-e-styled ocean paintings, hanging exactly where I remember them. Voices creep up to me from around the corner, the dining room if I remember correctly. As I round the corner, I see my friends settled onto mats around the massive wooden dining table. We're going to stop it for the ad. Want to break from the ads? They're all bottoms. Wait, what? Shin is hunched over a notebook, nibbling at the claw of his thumb on his free hand while he scribbles. Sotaro is blowing gently over a hot cup of instant ramen. Tatsuki and Tor seem to be arguing over a piece of paper that the dragon is holding. Strange dice are arranged in front of each of them. It seems you didn't die of heat stroke after all. Shin's sharp tongue catches me off guard, causing me to rub the back of my neck. Sorry, were you guys waiting long? Shin simply smiles and taps a free spot at the table with his fingers before turning his attention back to his notebook. Wow, Shun wasn't kidding about the snacks either. A small pyramid of instant ramen cups stands next to 3 large bottles of cola, 2 jumbo-sized bags of potato chips, and several stacks of fruit cookies. I was trying to watch my weight too. Well, fuck that! Oh, come on! I'm not trying to give you a hard time, dude. Just tell me who the lucky lady is and I'll lay off. My attention turns to Tor and Tatsuki. The dragon glares at Tor defensively. I've told you already, I just drew the character myself. Why is that so hard to believe? Have you seen the size of your hands? There's no way you drew that. Oh, hey there, hero. As Torihiko waves at me, Tatsuki glances in my direction and smiles. Good town, Hiroyuki. I was about to grab my keys and drive over to get you. An uncomfortable expression makes its way to the tiger's face. Yeah, maybe it was better that you walked. At least I have a ride, schoolboy! Tatsuki's defensive response gets a smirk from Tora, and he puts a hand on his hip, puffing out his chest. You're absolutely right, big guy! I wish I could cruise around in a death trap, too. Bah! I sit down and cross my legs under the table, gazing longingly at the snacks in front of me. No, Mr. Nishimura! Shun put one of the pork ones aside for you. Sotaro glances over at Torihiko and Tatsuki before reaching under the table. Pulls out a rather hefty-sized ramen cup from his lap. He said they'd go fast and to snag you one. Slides it across the table and in my hands. I quickly hide the cup in my lap just as he did. Look over at him and give him a grateful smile. I owe you one, Sotaro. These are like gold around here.
Okay, guys, got more hot water going. Did anyone explain the game to Hero?
As Shun passes by me to his corner of the table, he gently places a small bottle into my lap. Eyes widen as I see the label. Only the best of best friends remember to bring you the soy sauce. I love this guy right now! Hiroyuki hasn't played Night Watch before. I wouldn't exactly call this game beginner friendly. I gulp at the Black Cat's choice of words. This is sounding like it must be a very difficult game.
Oh, it'll be fine.
Shun clasps his hands together and peeks over his glasses at me, giving his best puppy dog eyes.
Trust me, Hero. You're gonna love it.
I give a nervous chuckle and rub the back of my head. Okay! Shun gives a shrug and returns his attention to his notebook. Alright, let's get this out of the way then, I guess. We're gonna leave off here tonight. Ah, fuck, I gotta do a whole thing. Normally, I just right-click. Yeah, normally I just right-click, but I can't do that anymore. So, stay safe, have a good night, and I will see you all tomorrow.